What's up, chat? Welcome, welcome, welcome. What's up, Double Q? Appreciate you for coming through. Salty, thank you for coming through. Taz Maniac in the place. Appreciate you all for coming through tonight, chat. Let me see what we got in the loose selection, too. Gonna run some loose cards later. Pull them out. Up first, we do have this very nice Purple Passion chat. This is up out of the H case. Purple Passion up out of the H case chat. Thank you all for coming through. I got a mixed case, mixed H case. Do have some nice cars tonight, chat. Appreciate you all for coming through tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you, chat. Thank you. All right, let me get that out of the way. Hope everybody planning on having a nice weekend. All right, there's that 2017 Pagani Hyura Roadster. Let me clean the lens off a little bit so we can get a better view and a better focus. Sub Gilbert, Toys and Games. Cut this down to 15 seconds so we can get through these real quick. That's that 2017 Roadster. I think that's a 2023. That's a 2023, chat. Appreciate you all for coming through tonight, chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me know if any of you guys have ever seen one of these. That's an error card. That's a Maisto error card, chat. And I wonder if any of you guys got your hands on this, chat. Let me know if any of you guys are able to get your hands on this F1, chat. Very nice car right there, chat. One of my favorites. One of my favorites, chat. One of my favorite cars right there. All right, here's one of those 70s vans with the Mattel. That's a art car, chat. Art car. I think that's from 2023 70s van. Has a little thing going on with the card right there, chat. We're gonna start that one for $1 for anybody who's interested. All you have to do is swipe right. You can definitely add that card to your collection tonight. Oh, no takers on that. I like this car. Mattel Hot Wheels cars. PZ. Wow. I didn't know it. I might bust that open and keep it for myself. All right, chat. Up next, we have this Mazda MX-6 Miata, a Hot Wheels Legends Tour winner, chat. 2025 H case, chat. We're going to start that for $1. Anybody's interested. Also have a set of these Silver Series Zamax, chat. Some of these Silver Series Zamax. Can let me know what you think about those, chat. Just let me know. If you're interested, just let me know, chat. All right, let me see. What else do we got up in here? Up in here. Here's a Batman and Robin Batmobile, chat. What's up, David? Thanks for coming through. Batman and Robin Batmobile, chat. We letting that go tonight for $1. If you're interested, all you have to do is swipe right, chat. You can definitely add that to your collection tonight with a simple right swipe, chat. With a simple right swipe. Boom. All right, chat. All right, here we go. These three right here, chat. These are three of the rapid fire, rapid pulse, EMT, up out of the G case, chat. Up out of the G case. If you happen to be a reseller, here's your chance to purchase 3 Hot Wheels vehicles for $1, chat. All you have to do is swipe right, add those to your collection tonight, chat. Appreciate you all for coming through tonight, chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're going to see what we can find that your collection is missing, chat. That's that BMW 2002. T. Roy Jenkins. What's up, T. Roy? How you feeling, man? Good to see you coming through here. What do you think about these, T. Roy? Are you into these Zamax? Have you seen these? What do you think about those? Have you seen that set? Let me know what you think about it. Anybody's interested, let me know. We'll run those tonight. All right, there we go. This is that BMW 2002 in a yellow. That's up out of the G case, I believe, or the F case. That's when it first came out, was in the F case. We'll definitely run that Zamac. If anybody wants to make an offer, just holler at me. Let me know. We'll run it. We'll run that. All right, chat. This is a mixed case. This is out of the J case. This is a drift and brake, chat. Drift and brake out of the J case. What's up, Steve? Sanral. Appreciate you for coming through. This is that drift and brake fresh out of the J case, chat. Fresh out of the J case. Let's see what else we got that somebody might be interested in tonight. Here's that Datsun 240Z, chat. H case. Has that part of the Hot Wheels art car collection. I like to call that green tea color on it, chat. What's up, J. Corray J? We're gonna run that for $1, chat. We're gonna run that tonight for $1. All you have to do is swipe right. You can make that car a part of your collection tonight, chat. If you happen to be watching on any of the multicast stations, chat, and you see something you like, and it wasn't bid on, just mention it. Yeah, that's a 70s van. Flashing Bros. King Von. Pistachio. Appreciate you for coming through. If you see something you like, double Q. Nice take. If you see something you like, chat, that wasn't bid on, you could feel free to make an offer in the chat and we'll entertain your offer. Double Q. Nice take, Double Q. Appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Double Q. All right, let's see what else we working with tonight, chat. Something old, something new. This is a Jesco, chat, that 2020 Jesco. See if we can get that to run for $1. This is that 2020 Jesco. What's up, NNH 812? Appreciate you for coming through. I'm gonna have to add you as a mod. H812. Appreciate you for coming through tonight, NNH. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What you looking to see tonight, NNH? I do have some real nice Lucy's, NNH. Let me know what you're trying to see tonight, and we'll run it. I did get some nice error cards in, too. I got some real nice error cards in. There's an 84 Pontiac Firebird, chat. What's up, Rotten Dad? That's that 84 Pontiac Firebird, chat. We're going to start that off for $1. Appreciate you all for coming through. What do you think about that, Mr. Pistachio? What do you think about that? That's one of my favorite Hot Wheel liveries right there. That's one of my favorites right there, chat. One of my favorites. Let me know what you guys think about this one, chat. There it is. That's that. That has that Porsche 928 in there, Safari, Ford Focus, Type R. There's the back of it. Take a look at it. Let me know what you think, chat. Let me know what you think. We'll definitely run that. We'll definitely run that, chat. All right, there's that Mattel Dreammobile, chat. Mattel Dreammobile, part of the Hot Wheels Celebration Racers. That's up out of the H case, chat. I've been wanting to add one of these to my collection. It looks like it has a little paint, little DNA error in there, a little piece of paint on it, type DNA error, chat. All right, let's see what else we got that we haven't ran in a while. This is that Range Rover Velar, chat. Gold metal flake, double Q all over that. Somebody voted this one of the top 20 cars of 2025, chat. Don't sleep on that. Don't sleep on that. Double Q all over that. Appreciate you, Double Q. Nice take. Double Q. If you like to get a case for any of your cars, you can send a $2 tip. Send a $2 tip, and we'll add a case to the car, to the vehicle. That's that Quick Bite, chat. Quick Bite, fajitas, El Segundo, light blue. I've seen this in a red. This is out of the H case, chat. Don't sleep on that. Don't sleep on that car. It is a nice one to add to your collection, chat. Do not sleep on that car, on that vehicle. What's up, Charles Khan? All right, there's that Chevy El Camino, chat, part of the Fast and Furious set. This is out of the H case. Card looks almost perfect, chat. In very good condition. We're going to run this for $1, chat. Let me know what you think about it. Dubs in the chat if you like this car. Dubs in the chat if you like that, chat. All right, we're going to run this for $1, chat. $1. All you have to do is swipe right. You can add that to your collection tonight. Double Q! Already knew you was going for that one, Double Q. No doubt. No doubt. That one hard to get, chat. That one hard to get. T. Roy Jenkins. Appreciate you for coming through tonight, T. Roy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I do have some of those T. Roy Jenkins. I do have some of those, but they loose. Some of these right here. Some of these Mighty K's, chat, in a loose condition. That's a Mighty K. If you happen to be looking for one of those loose, we'll run that for $1, chat. Let me know what you think about that. Those come out like around Easter, chat. There you go, T. Roy. Those come out around Easter time. I had got a few in a I got a few loose. Well, actually, the cards were kind of like disrupted on them. The cards are kind of like partially abused. So I just grabbed a few of them, chat. I just put my hands on a few of them. All right, up next, we got that Gotta Go in Yellow, chat. Gotta Go in Yellow. Gotta Go in Yellow, chat. Had a bunch of these in the orange hot sauce style. As you know, the back flips up and down. I think this one is from 2023, chat. What's up, Scott Pilgrim? Appreciate you for coming through tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you for coming through tonight. Appreciate it. All right, chat. Back up out of the H case, chat. We got this BMW 635 CSI, chat. Let me adjust the light. Appreciate you for coming through, chat. We're gonna run that for $1, chat. We're gonna run that for $1. Normally run those for $2. Double Q all over that. Appreciate you, Double Q. Thank you. That's like a givey. We typically run those for $2. Double Q all over that thing. Appreciate you, Double Q. Nice take. Nice take, Double Q. Appreciate you for coming through tonight. That's that BMW 635 CSI. What a nice livery, chat. Look at that thing. Number 35. 635, number 35, chat. What a nice livery, chat. Woo! Nice take, Double Q. Appreciate you. All right, chat. Something else up out of this is up out of the H case, chat. That's that holler back in. It's like a turquoise color, chat. Those also I've seen them come in like a yellow, and maybe a red. I think a yellow and maybe a red, chat. Yellow and maybe a red, chat. All right, here's 3 of these Hoto Rotos, chat. 3 of the Hoto Roto. All 3 of these, chat. We're gonna run all 3 of those for $1. In case you're a reseller, all you have to do is swipe right, and you can add that to your collection on this very night, chat. Do not sleep on that thing, chat. Do not sleep on it, chat. 3 of these for $1. You can't go wrong with 3 Hot Wheels for $1, chat. There's that 1956 Tiger 100, chat. Card is a little disrupted right there. That's from 2024, chat. If you're a motorcycle collector, there it is. There's your chance to add that to your collection. That Triumph Tiger 100, chat. What's up, Tasmaniac, J Cos, HB, Hot Wheels Garage? Thank you all for coming through, chat. There's that Vanster. There's that Vanster. We're going to run that for $1, chat. In case you're interested in adding that to your collection, all you have to do is swipe right. You can add that to your collection tonight, chat. You can add that one to your collection tonight. Do have some nice ones coming from the all right, chat. There's this Zamax set, chat. There's this Zamax set. We're gonna run this one for $29, chat. If you're interested, all you have to do is swipe right. You can add this set to your collection tonight. Comes with that Porsche, that Ford Focus, that Honda Civic Type R, Sprinter, that BMW Z4 Motorsport. Don't sleep on this set, chat. I normally see it going for 30, 40, 50. T. Roy Jenkins all over that. Appreciate you, T. Roy. Nice take. Nice take. All right, there's that Vanster, chat. There's that Vanster right there. We're going to run that for $1. Part of the Hot Wheels Art Car collection, chat. All right, T. Roy all over that. Appreciate you, T. Roy. Nice take. Nice take on that one, chat. No takers on the Vanster. All right, there's that 2023 Nissan Z, chat. 2023 Nissan Z. That one right there in blue, chat. That one right there in blue. Don't sleep on it. The red one is harder to get, chat. I do have a red one here, but it's my personal. Let me bust it open. Let me bust it open. Take a look at it. I do have that Maestro error card too, chat. But I'm gonna hold that for Scott D. Oh, Scott's in the place. I'm gonna hold that for Scott D. There you go, Scott. I'm gonna throw that in your box if you see anything you like tonight. I'm gonna throw that in your box right there, Scott D. You like that? I'm gonna add that to your collection, Scott. FYI. Oh my God. Oh my God. Hold up. Oh! There's that red one. Oh! That red one hard to get, chat. That red one hard to get, chat. Scott D, appreciate you for coming through. We're gonna run this for $1, Scott. We're gonna run that for $1 for you, Scott. Right there. $1 in the place to be. I don't think you have that one in your collection yet, Scott. I'm gonna throw this red one, red truck in there for you. This error card, Scott D. I'm gonna add this one to your that's that light blue Chevy Silverado, chat. A lot of people been waiting to get their hands on that right there. So I wanted to run it. Scott, I'm gonna throw this in for you right here. And I do have that Porsche. I do have that Porsche right there. These two. I do have those too. Don't even worry. Double Q all over that thing. Appreciate you, Double Q. Appreciate you, Double Q. Let me see. I don't know what else you've been looking for, Scott. I'm trying to look for something that you might have been looking for. I know you were looking for that light blue. I know you were looking for that light blue, Scott. I don't know if you've been looking for that NSX, that black NSX. That black NSX is in the place. Most of this stuff is from I got like a partial H case. A partial H case. This is that Honda Cafe. That's that Nissan drift car, part of the J Imports collection, chat. Part of the J Imports collection. Let me see what I do have some nice ones up out of the H case, chat. We got Scott D in the building. I'm gonna run a few of those. That's up out of the H case. Run again. This Nissan, we'll run that again. I think that was the request for that one right there. Taz Maniac all over that. Appreciate you, Taz. Thank you for coming through tonight. I was supposed to work on a lift tonight, but they canceled it. So I was able to come out and work with you guys tonight. Taz Maniac all over that. Appreciate you, Taz. Nice take. Nice take, Taz. This is that one that has a clear hood right there. I like that. I like that. That's a nice livery. That's a very nice livery, chat. Very nice livery. Let me look for something we haven't ran in a while, chat. Here's a tuned twin mill, chat. Tuned twin mill. Appreciate your first purchase. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That is a tuned twin mill. Tuned twin mill. In case you've been looking for that. There's that cone shaker, chat. Up out of the H case, chat. Cone shaker up out of the H case. We're going to run that for $1 in case anybody's interested. All you have to do is swipe right. You can make that a member of your collection tonight, chat. Let me see what else I got. I do have, let me see. This is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do here. All right, here we go. We got this one right here. We got this one right here. No takers on the cone shaker. I might add that to my collection. I'm going to run both of those. That's that 70s van and that purple passion, chat. We're going to run both of those for $1. Both of those for $1. That right there is a deal for real, chat. A deal for real right there. $1, you're not going to find that too much for $1, chat. See what else we got out here out of the H case. Out of the H case. Scott D. Nice take, Scott D. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, too, for that red one, Scott D. I got all excited when I seen that. That thing fire. Fire. Hold on. That thing fire right there, family. I was just telling Scott, I got 1 million of those blue ones. Not like 1 million, but I had a whole bunch of those blue ones. And I was definitely trying to get my hands on a red one, which they're harder to get than baby hair. And so finally got my hands on one, you know? And it's always good to get it. The best time to get the Hot Wheel that you like is when you see it. All right, there's a Matchbox for you, chat. That's that e-tron, Matchbox e-tron. These just came out. I'm telling you, Scott, that red one is hard to find. Like, I found all those blue ones when I was out looking for a red one. Found a bunch of blue ones when I was out looking for a red one. For sure, chat. For sure. Let me see if I can match. Let me see if I can match these up right here tonight, chat. All right, here's 2 of these. Here's that Aston Martin Mini and a McLaren. Both of those are orange, chat. You can bid on that for $1. Add that to your collection tonight, chat. All you have to do is swipe right. Add it to your collection tonight. Scott D. All over that. Appreciate you, Scott D. I know you recognize a good deal when you see one. That's a good deal. Nice take, Scott D. Look at the color on that. Nice livery. Hot Wheels art car. That's one of my favorite liveries, chat. Here's a Mustang funny car. It has you can see the card has a slight little thing going on with it right there. I may have a 62 Chevy truck. Gotta check. Gotta check. Scott D. All over those two. Boom. Let me see if I can find a couple of more deals. Oh, where's that Ford? Where's that Ford? Where is that Ford? Okay, there's that one. Let me see if I can find this other white hot rod. And there they go right there. Scott D. Nice take, Scott D. All over that. That's a nice take right there. If nobody bid on that, I'm not on red cars this month, but I do like those red cars. All right, here's 2 funny cars, right? Both out of the H case, but they're from different years. So I think this is from last year's H case. This is from this year's H case, chat. We're gonna run both of those for $1. In case you're interested, chat, all you have to do is swipe right. You can add those to your collection tonight. Let me see if I can match up some colors. I'm gonna try to do some color matching tonight, chat. Color matching and typecasting. That's how we're gonna do that tonight, chat. All right, here's two more. This is a Big Air Bel Air and a Punk Rod, chat. Can get both of those for $1. If you'd like to add those to your collection, all you have to do is swipe right. Don't be scared. Definitely nice cars, chat. Definitely nice cars, chat. All right, here's a set of a couple of Batmobiles right here. It's that Batman and Robin blue. What's up, 805? How you feeling tonight? Batman and Robin, and then a regular Batmobile. We're gonna run both of those for $1, chat. We're gonna run both of those for $1 while I look for some other cars we haven't ran in a while. All right, let me look for some other cars we have. Wow, no takers on two Batmobiles. All right, there's that Cupra E Racer, chat. This is out of the H case, chat. The Cupra E Racer out of the H case, chat. Cupra E Racer. That's an H case special. We're gonna run that for $1, chat. In case you're interested, 62s. I don't know. I might have ran one already, chat. I might have ran one already. But Jeep for Jesus, I'ma look. What box was it in the H case? Was it in the H case? We're gonna run all three of these for $1. That's that Diora. Those are the Diora 3, chat. We're gonna run all three of the Diora 3s for $1, chat. Let me get this thing behind there so that won't fall down. I'm gonna see if I could find one. 62 Chevy. 62 Chevy. I don't know. 62 Chevy. I don't see them right off. I haven't seen Rowdy in a while. You know that's Rowdy's thing. Rowdy's mostly a Monday person. He might be going to work. There's that Mercedes and a Big Bear Bel Air, two red cars right there for $1, chat. Both of those red cars for $1, chat. I'm looking for one of those Chevys to see if I can find one. I did have one of those in a blue too, chat. I did have one of those in a blue. There's that DMC DeLorean, chat, up out of the H case. Very nice representative from the H case, chat. That DMC DeLorean in that blue. Oh, that's a no, Scott. That's a no. That's a hell no. That's a no, Scott. That's a no, Scott. That's a no. I got a Ferrari. I run one of those Ferraris. I got a loose one. I got a loose Ferrari right here. All right, there's a Nissan Patrol Custom, part of the J Import series. Part of the J Import series, chat. I do have like a Hot Wheels here. I got something like this, Scott. This is from the Hot Wheels Racer verse. Hot Wheels Racer verse. Ray. Hot Wheels Racer verse, chat. $1. All you have to do is swipe right. You can add that to your collection tonight, chat. Very nice representation from Hot Wheels. That's a Star Wars car, chat. Here's that purple Hot Wheels concept car. It's a purple Hot Wheels concept car, chat. Very nice car right there, chat. That one's very nice. Hot Wheels concept car, purple with the crazy eyes, chat. On a mission, just like Snoopy. You ain't on a serious mission. On a serious mission. Look at the eyes. Look at the eyes. Look at the eyes. All right, that's that. Hot Wheels 50 HW50 concept car. Totally pissed off. She probably out looking for her husband guy or something like that. All right, chat. Up next, I do have one of these loose, chat. I do have one of these loose. This is that Ferrari. That's an F40, chat. 1987 F40, chat. 1987 F40, chat. Loose. Got the top to it. I do have some in case, chat. I do have some in the case. We're going to run that for $15. $5, chat. That's your chance to add it to your collection for $5. Don't sleep. Scott D, made in Texas. All over that. Don't sleep on that thing, chat. Don't sleep on it. That is a great car to have in your collection. And it's a loose one too. Scott D. Nice take, Scott D. Appreciate you for coming through tonight, chat. I do have a few that are in. Let me close the doors on that. I do have a few that are in the box too. I do have a few that are in the box. I do have a few that are in the box. Nice take, Scott D. I do have a few that are in box, chat. One thing about these, like I got a bunch of them that are unopened, but they all have rubber band damage. They all have rubber band damage. So if you ever got one like a long time ago, nobody knew, but you should have really opened it and clean the rubber band off. All right, there's that Nissan Skyline GT R, chat. HKS. That's very nice, chat. That's up out of the H case, chat. Nissan Skyline, chat. We're going to run that for $1. Don't sleep on that, chat. $1. All you have to do is swipe right. You can add that to your collection tonight, chat. Wow, what a deal. What a deal. Let me see if I can find those Batmobiles again. Let me see if I can find those Batmobiles again. Oh, here they go. Here they go right here. Scott D. Nice take, Scott D. When those first came out, chat, I used to get emails about them. People would message me about these. Chat. All right, there's 3 Batmobiles. Batman and Robin, a regular Batmobile, and a classic TV series. We're going to run all 3 of those for $1 tonight, chat. We're going to run all 3 of those for $1. Am going to be at the store getting a J case sometimes next week, chat. Sometimes next week, we're going to be in the store reaching out for a J case. Appreciate you all for coming through tonight, chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. No takers on these Batmobiles. I'm going to put them over to the side because somebody's definitely going to be asking about those. Put that over to the side. All right, chat. Here's a 20 Jeep Gladiator. What's up, Hector? Appreciate you for coming through. There's that 20 Jeep Gladiator. This is out of the G case in case you missed it. This was the super treasure hunt for the F case, I think. Either the F or the F case. I think that was the FK Super Treasure Hunt, chat. FK Super Treasure Hunt, chat. All right, there's a Corvette Grand Roadster. We're going to run both of those for $1, chat. We're going to run both of those for $1 before I throw them back in the box. Let me see what else I got that people were looking for that you might have missed when they came out, chat. That you might have missed when they came out. We're going to run all 3 of these pixel shakers, chat. We're going to run all 3 of those for $1, chat. All you have to do is swipe right. You can definitely add those to your collection tonight. As you know, or as anybody knows, what we typically like to do on a night like this is get together and find good homes for good Hot Wheels, chat. We out here trying to find good homes for good Hot Wheels, chat. Double Q all over that. Nice take, Double Q. Nice take. Nice take, Double Q. That's a nice take. As we're in, these kind of remind me of the Minecraft movie. They kind of remind me of the Minecraft movie, chat. There's a 2017 Audi RS6 Avant. Let's look at the detail on the back. That's nice detailing on there, chat. We're gonna run that for $1 in case anybody's interested. All you have to do is swipe right. You can add that to your collection tonight, chat. Let me see what else we got that somebody Double Q all over that. Nice take, Double Q. I see you, Double Q. I do not blame you, Double Q. Nice take. I don't blame you, Double Q. That is a nice one. I don't see how somebody passed on those Batmobiles. I do not see. All right, chat. There's that Ford Model A Custom, chat. We're going to run that for $1. In case you missed getting your hands on that, we're going to run that for a single $1 swipe, chat. For a single $1 swipe, chat. These are in my personal collection, chat, just so you can get. I do have one Matchbox. One. Let me see if I can find it. I ran it earlier. Let me see if I can find it, and we'll run it again, chat. I got one Matchbox card. I had a whole case of Matchbox. I think Rowdy came through. What's up, Hudson? And got all of those. There's that Mazda MX-5 Miata, chat. Mazda MX-5 Miata. Let me see if I can find that one Matchbox. Let me see. I might be able to find it, but it might be kind of tough. Might be kind of tough, chat. Ran one. I got some loose Matchboxes, though. I definitely got some loose Matchbox, chat. Got some loosies. All right, chat. I'll run those 2 right there for $1 if anybody's interested. While I was looking for these Matchbox cars. Don't know where they could be. Have not a clue where they could be. I know it's blue. All right, there's a high roller and a purple passion, chat. We're gonna run both of those for $1. I do have a few people that are obsessed with those high rollers. That's your chance to add it to your collection, chat. There we go right there. $1 for both of those cars, chat. All you have to do is swipe right. You can make both of those a member of your collection tonight, chat. Let me see if I could run a couple of these purple cars. Wow, nobody all over that. All right, there's that Purple Passion and a Nerve Hammer. They're both, a Hot Wheels 50 concept and a Nerve Hammer. Two purples if you're into purple cars. Like for me, I like the color that I like for that season, chat. I like the color that I like for that season. There's 3 of those slide kicks for $1, chat. What's up, Gallo Blanco? Thank you for coming through tonight. Thank you. It's good to see you. It's good to see you here tonight. Let me see if I have any nice sets, any triplicates. I like to run these for anybody that's into that are resellers. Let me see what else I got in here for some resellers. I don't know. I had a whole box of, here they go. Here's a nice, I got to find the third one. No takers on that. All right, let me get that out of the way. All right, here's 3 of those stock cars, chat. We're going to run those for $1. 3 of the stock cars, chat. I'm going to see if I can find that, I do not know what happened to it, family. I do not know what happened to that MBX. It was a blue and it was an electric. Not sure what happened to it, chat. A blue one. Oh, let me see. Oh, here's a matchbox right here, chat. Scott D. All over that. Nice take, Scott D. Nice take. All right, let me know what you guys think about this cone shaker, chat. I'm going to run that again for $1 in case anybody's interested. I found an MBX and I'll run it next. Scott D. All over that. Somebody, I think somebody was made in Texas. Somebody like that was Scott D. Nice take. Somebody like made in Texas or somebody was looking for this cone shaker. That's why I wanted to run it. All right, Chad, here we go. That might be a truck. That might be a truck somebody's interested in. This is that Matchbox Adventure set, chat. Take a look at it. Let me know what you guys think about it. Let me know what you think about it. You like that one, Ryder?
Yes. I like it.
All right, somebody, let me know what you think about that, chat. We're going to run that for $1. We're going to run that one for $1. My kid came in and voted on that Matchbox set right there, chat. So we're going to let that one go to the children. The grizzly bear.
No, that's actually a polar bear.
Oh, it's a polar bear? Let me see. Where is it at? Polar bear. And 2 dogs and a 2 huskies and a 2 huskies and a that kind of thing right there, chat. Here you go, little mama. All right, up next we got this 69 Mercury Cyclone, chat. That's that Mercury Cyclone. We're gonna run that for $1, chat. $1, $1, chat. Here you go. $1 if you're interested in that. All you have to do is swipe right, chat. Thing's gonna pass everything except for a gas station, chat. $1. That's up out of the H case, chat. All right, let me know if you want me to run it again. All right, this is the car in 2035. That's a Ford. That's a 2035 Ford. Wow. I don't know whose handwriting that is. Yeah. Right. The car in 2035, chat. Interview with the Peranderos Car Club, Policy, Suburban Materials, Civic Projects. What do you think about that, Scott? You like that? I'll add that to your box if you like that. Let me know. Let me know. I'll add that to your box if you into stuff like that. I got this from the people that actually Katie Ruby Nee got it from them, chat. The car in 2035, chat. Here's a nice loose. This is a mystery. This came out the mystery pack, chat. This is an Amazon. We're gonna run that for $1. We're gonna run that for $1 in case anybody's interested. All you have to do is swipe right. You can add that to your collection tonight. I didn't find any Matchbox trucks, chat. Didn't find any Matchbox trucks. No Matchbox trucks. There is a Matchbox Audi e-tron, chat. That's the only Matchbox that I have that's on card. I do have a bunch of loose Matchbox though, chat. If you're interested, I got a bunch of loose ones. I do have that Honda out of the JK's loose. If anybody's interested, that's that Moto Campo. I think it has a kickstand on it. I think it has a kickstand. Moto Campo, chat. Loose. We'll run that for $1 in case anybody's interested. They can swipe right. You can add that to your collection tonight, chat. Let me see what else we got in here. Let me see what else we have in here tonight. It's that Moto Campo loose, chat. It's like it reminds me of those ones I see them riding around in the airport with, chat. It's like one of those ones I see them riding around the airport with, chat. Right? All right, let me find a bunch of these tiny cars, chat. We're going to run that for $1 in case anybody's interested. See if we can find the ones that go with it. Sorry for the camera shake. See if I can find some more of those short cards, chat. Some more of those short cars. Here's a couple of these crate racers, chat. 2 crate racers. You can put your hands on those tonight for $1, chat. Let me see while I look for some more of these short cars. Let me see if I can find some more of these short cars, chat. Let me see. I did have a whole bunch of them. I do not know what happened to them. See if I can find them. Oh, there's some more. No takers on those. All right, chat. Yep, it made it beautifully, Scott. I got it right here. I got it right here. I got it right here. What a beautiful car. Thank you, Scott. FYI, I'd just like to let everybody know that we have Mr. Scott D in the place, and he is an expert on error cards and the like, chat. Error cards and the like. So if you're looking for a nice error card, check out his blog. He's an authority on those error cards, chat. Yeah, they are. I normally tape them on the side, but the card is beautiful. The card is beautiful, Scott. The card is beautiful. All right, this is how we're going to do. Here's two of the short Batman cards, chat. We're going to run those for $1. We're going to run those for $1, chat. Two of the TV series Batmobiles, short ones. The Hunter, we'll add that one. We're going to add a twin mobile. We're going to add this Toon twin mobile. And nice take, Hunter. That was a nice take, Hunter. Looks like your first purchase. Appreciate you for coming through tonight, Hunter. Make sure you tell a friend. Make sure you tell a friend. The Hunter. Got it. Let me add this on there. I just got to, boom, there we go. The Hunter. Appreciate you for coming through tonight. All right, here's this 67 Shelby GT 500, chat. If you didn't get a chance to add this to your collection, this is out of the G case, chat. Double Q all over that. Appreciate you, Double Q. Thank you for coming through tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you for coming through tonight, Double Q. The Hunter all over that. Has his eye on that. The Hunter. Nice take. Appreciate you for coming through tonight. Thank you for your first purchase and for your second purchase. Here's a couple of those Batmobiles. We're going to run both of those for $1, chat. Both of those for $1. The Hunters all over those. Appreciate you for coming through tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I did have some other cars. The Hunter. Nice take, chat. Nice take. Nice take. All right, chat. This is a card. This is a set that I've been telling a lot of people about. I finally found the card to it. Johnny Lightning. It's called a Praying Mantis. And it comes with this card right here, chat. Let me know what you think about it. If you're interested, you can make an offer on that. Been looking for it, and I finally found it. I'm going to run these two motorcycle cars, chat. We're going to run both of those right there. We're going to run both of those for $1, chat. That's that Triumph Tiger and a Honda CB 750 Cafe car, chat. I will pull up. Let me find a couple of matching color cars. No takers on that. Let me run a couple of deals. Looking for that green one that matches that. All right, chat. There's two of those. The only thing better than one of these is two, chat. We're going to run both of those for $1. That's that 69 Mercury Cyclone, chat. Double Q all over that. Appreciate you, Double Q. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Only thing better than having one of those is having two, chat. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Just had a rolling power outage, chat. We didn't lose the internet, though. you ever want to move to California, chat, get ready for the rolling power outages. If you ever want to move to California, chat, get ready for the rolling power outages. Double Q. Nice take, Double Q. Some background to this. They're building a Tesla power charging station at the bottom of our hill. And the crazy thing about it is that I'm thinking, like, how could you build a Tesla power charging station at the bottom of the hill when we have rolling power outages? So, you know, that's crazy, chat. But that's life in California. Yeah, it was a rolling. They have them rolling. I got a generator, so I just go and click my generator on. There's that Disney Steamboat, chat, and that Pagani Hydra. Let me know what you guys think about that. Let me know what you think about that, chat. Double thumbs up if you want. We could run that for $1. We'll run both of those for $1 in case somebody's interested. I do have the other Hot Wheels, that burgundy one. I do have it somewhere in here. I'll run it if I could find it. I'll run it if I could find it, chat. I do have hands on that. The Hunter! Nice take. That's a very nice take, too, right there. Nice take. Very, very nice take, chat. Very nice take. The only thing better than having one is having two. The only thing better than having one is having two. There's two of these Mercedes-Benz 300 SLs. We're going to run both of those for $1, chat. In case you're interested, all you have to do is swipe right. You can add both of those to your collection tonight, chat. Do not sleep on these deals, chat. Not going to see them very often. Basically, I came out tonight. The Hunter! Nice take. Basically, I came out tonight because they canceled our night of working bonding fiber underground in the manhole cover. And if anybody knows anything about bonding fiber in the manhole cover, there's a lot of rats down there. And the state of California, they outlaw like poisoning and killing rats because rats eat microbes that we need to be eating. So they don't do that anymore. There's that Punk Rod and the Vanster. Both of those right there for $1, chat. I'm going to try and put a couple of $1 deals together. I might go ahead and start opening purple cars. I'm starting to like these purple cars, chat. I'm starting to get a penchant and a feel for the purple cars, chat. I like this purple hot rod. I'm gonna add that. I might go with the purple, and it's a Mustang, chat. All right, here's two of these Mad Fast, chat. These are out of the H case. Out of the H case. We're gonna run both of those for $1. I'm gonna go with the New York rat, Scott. You get me? I'm gonna go with the New York rat, Scott, because them New York rats they don't play. They look like cats. Those New York. I do not like going to New York to bond fiber, Scott. That's like the last. Nobody wants to go to New York and go down in the manhole and bond fiber, Scott. That's not a dream. That's not a dream somebody has. Like, yo, I want to go to New York and bond fiber And Bond Fiber and the man, what's up, Burton? Team 704. All right, chat. There's that Mattel Dream Mobile. What's up, Cujo? That's that Mattel Dream Mobile, chat. Scott D. All over that. Appreciate you, Scott D. Thank you for coming through tonight. Thank you, Scott. And I did add that Maisto error card to your case. Let me see if I can. Burton! All over that. Appreciate you all for coming through tonight. Burton! All over that. Nice take, Burton. Very nice take. Let me see what else I can do. I'm trying to put some deals together. Yeah, that Maisto error card, I added it to your box, Scott. That was the first one that I've ever seen. I was like, let me get it in good hands in case I run into another one. There's 2 of those small blocks, chat. 2 of those small blocks. All right, let me run these 2 yellow cars. I don't think anybody. All right, let me run these 2. Those are those 2 small blocks, chat. Here's a BMW 2002 and a Jesco. This Jesco has a little error right there, chat. Right? Has a little error. I'm going to run both of those for $1, chat. We're going to run both of those for $1 tonight. As we're celebrating not having to go down into the manhole covers tonight, chat. A lot of times when I work in the manhole covers, I'm not in the mood to talk to anybody, right? After you come up out of that place, double Q. After you come up out of that place, and you just be in a bad mood. Nice take, double Q. There's that Minecraft cart, chat. We haven't ran any of those tonight. We're gonna run that one for $1. We're gonna run that one for $1. I'm gonna see if I can put another couple of deals together. Let me see, the kid want that one. I was trying to find that green Chevy. A green Chevy. Oh, there it is right there. There's both of those. I do not know where that green Chevy is, chat. All right, no takers on the Minecraft cart. There's 2 of those Mazda Miata MX-5s, chat. We're going to run both of those for $1. We're going to run both of those for $1 in case anybody's interested. All you have to do is swipe right, chat. You can make that a member of your collection tonight, chat. Wow, no takers on both of the Miatas. Why don't we add an ultimate T-Rex transporter? We're going to run that one more time in case your finger was getting ready to swipe and it just didn't have the energy to. Right? The only thing, the Hunter, all over that. Appreciate you, the Hunter. One of my favorite cars right here. The Hunter, all over that. Nice take. One of my favorite cars. It's over there on my back wall. This is one of my favorites. What I like is the Hot Wheels. Like, it has the Hot Wheels sign right there. I like that. I like that about it, chat. All right, there's 2 of those Honda 750 Cafe motorcycles, chat. All you have to do is swipe right. You can add that to your collection tonight, chat. All you have to do is swipe right, chat. You can make those cars a member of your collection tonight. Double Q! All over that. Appreciate you, Double Q. Appreciate you for coming through. Nice take, Double Q. Nice take, Double Q. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. trying to see if we had any more motorcycles, but all of the motorcycles are gone, chat. They're all gone. All right, here's two of these Meru GTCs up out of the H case. What's up, A1G? Thank you for coming through tonight. Those are two. They're orange. I collect cars by the color. Like, if you know anything about me, you know, like, seasonally, the hunter, all over that. I go by the color. So, like, I'm still on orange cars. Nice take. I'm still in my orange car season. So, if I see any nice orange cars, I'm typically going to jump all over them, chat. I got almost every orange car that I came across this month already. All right, there's three of these Power Rockets, chat. We're going to run all three of those for $1. If you're a collector or if you're a reseller, stroke collector, now is your time, chat. Now is your time to get a few nice cars. Now is your time to get a few nice cars for your reselling situation. I try and get three that match. It makes them easier to ship, chat. Scott D. All over that. Nice take, Scott D. And then I have people that, like, they donate a lot of these cars to kids and stuff like that. Like, I live in a Mennonite community, and I got a few Mennonite kids that come through, and I just let them get the Hot Wheels they want. Same thing, Scott. That's what I do. There's a place they make sourdough bread, and I go and donate the cars to the sourdough bread folks. Let me go get a bag of the bread so you guys can see what they look like. Those are three of those Alpha Pursuits. Scott D. All over that. Appreciate you, Scott D. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 2, 1. Nice take, Scott D. There's that bread right there. Goot made. Home cooking, butter top, sourdough. See, it gives instructions on the back. Homemade bread, best if used before. So that's Mennonites. Mennonite make those, chat. Those are made by Mennonites. Nice take, Scott D. All right, let me see what else I could put together as a nice set. We going for $3, $4. I'm gonna run some $3, $4. If you have any kids around that you'd like to, hey Scott, that bread is off the chain. My kids, they call it that bread. You get Scott D all over that. They're like, get some of that bread. You get like, so what bread? That bread. Scott D. Nice take, Scott D. All over that. Scott D. Hunter, you in the building. Let me know what you looking to get your hands on. There's that Ford Model A Custom right there. Let me see what I can match it up with. Like, that's that later crater. Let me see. That. Oh, I'm trying to find something that's that same color right there. Oh, here we go right here. That's a nice set right there. Yeah, that bread, that bread is good. Kids be like, get some of that bread. What bread? That bread. Right. Scott D. All over that. Appreciate you, Scott 3. Scott D. You can't miss. Nice take. I got this loose. I got that one loose. I don't have this card loose right here. I don't have this one loose. But I got it on, I used to have it on a short card. I used to have it on a short card. Somebody came and got them all. Somebody came and got all of the short cards. There's that slide burn, chat. Two of them. Two of them that I had left. I think I sold 20 of those in a row one night, chat. There's a person up out of Texas, Papa J Diecast. That's his favorite livery. The Hunter, all over that. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, the Hunter. Thank you for coming through tonight. Nice take. If you're into, like, I'm a Corvette collector. So I got the gold ones. I got the gold ones loose, and I got them. Nah, the ones. Hey, I gave my kid 100 Pokemon cards to take to school because I had 300 Pokemon cards, Scott, and I sold probably about 200 of them. And the ones I had left, I just gave to my kid to take to school. And boy, did they go fast. They went super fast, Scott. Gone. Gone, gone, gone. Let me see if I can find another short block to go with these two. Oh, there's that green car. All right, there's a long block and a small block, chat. $1. A long block and a small block, chat. That is the collection you might want to have if that's what you're looking for, chat. Let me see. That's a yellow. We'll add that gotta go right there. 28, Scott, graded. I wouldn't know. I'm not really like a Pokemoner collector. I just ended up with a bunch of Pokemon cards like that on a whim. Scott D out of a storage unit, Scott. I got him out of a Scott D. Nice take. Nice take. I got those out of a storage unit, Scott. The Pokemon cards. And one day I just ended up selling them. You already seen what happened with the CDs. So, so I've been reluctant to like let go of a lot of the Pokemon. I was reluctant. Here's two of those Ghoulmobiles, chat. I'm gonna see if I can find another purple card. Let me see to go with those. Let me see if I can find another purple card to go with that set, chat. I'm trying to match up the colors so that they'll be easy to package, chat. Trying to match up the colors so they'll be easy to package, chat. Scott D. Nice take. It's that Ghoulmobile. Oh, there's that. Let me see that Ford matches with this other car. Nice take, Scott D. Where's that Ford? The one with all the headlights. Don't see it, but I will. I'm sure I'm going to run into it. All right, here's another. All three of these are purple, chat. That's that 2 nerve hammers and a concept car. You can get all three of those for $1. If you're interested, I'm looking for a, oh, there it is right there. This one and this one right here, chat. Scott D. Nice take, Scott D. All over that. Appreciate you for coming through tonight, Scott D. As anyone knows, on nights like this, we get together to try to find some good homes for some good Hot Wheels, chat. Most of all of these cars you see, the concept ones and things like that, like these two I'm going to break open tonight. That's that Ford Escort and that Chevy Super Volt. I got one more green car to match with it. It's that Rally Yay. Those are all kind of like in the same family. This is a general dollar special, chat. That's a general dollar special. If you're looking to add some nice cars to your collection, chat, here's the place to do it tonight. Here's the place to do it tonight, chat. I'm trying to find some nice matches that I can match up. Some nice deals that I can match up. Scott D, all over that. Appreciate you, Scott D. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Next, this is going to be the last cars that I'm going to have out of the H case, chat. So if you see any H case cars that you've been looking for, probably be a good idea to jump on them. Because for me, these are going to be the last cars I'm going to get about 4 or 5 J cases. There it is, that ketchup container. Don't sleep on it. We're going to run that for $1. I'm going to see if I can find another red car to add to it. See if I can find another red car to add to it. Can't really. Scott D, all over that. Appreciate you, Scott D. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Nice take, Scott D. Don't sleep on these deals, chat. Especially if you're a reseller. Do not sleep on those, chat. There's 3 of the Diora 3s, chat. You can get those right now for $1. I'm trying to see any other hot deals. Oh, here we go. White. That's kind of silver. Let me see. Both of these are white. Oh, here's another one. There's 3. All 3 of these are white. Scott D. Nice take, Scott D. Nice take. You can't lose getting 3 Hot Wheels for $1, chat. You ain't gonna see that. Not even at Walmart or something like that, chat. All right, here's that Purple Passion, Doing It Up, and a Supercharged, chat. We're gonna run all 3 of those for $1. The Hunter, all over that. Appreciate you for coming through tonight, Hunter. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's the same thing I do, Scott. When I go to buy that bread, I normally leave a box of cars. The Hunter, all over that. And when I see the kids, they always run up to me like, "Hey, what's up? When you coming back? When you get bring some of those Hot Wheels and drop them off?" I'll be like, "All right." All right, chat. We've ran almost every car. We've ran almost every. Let me see. Here's another set of these right here. 2 more of those slide burns, chat. We'll run both of those for $1 in case anybody's interested. It's your chance to swipe right. You can add those to your collection tonight, chat. I think we touched on almost every single car that we wanted to touch on. I do have a couple of more singles that some people might be interested in. Scott D. Appreciate you, Scott D. You never got you a chance to get your hands on none of those slide burns? Appreciate you, Scott D. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Here's that Bentley Continental chat. Any Batman? I got one Batmobile, I think. The Hunter bought out most of the Batmobiles. I got one left, actually. I had a big one and a small one. I got one Batmobile left tonight, chat. Yep, one. And a Minecraft car. The Hunter! All over that. Appreciate you. The Hunter has a few Batmobiles. You can, if you want. I don't know if he's a reseller, but I think he bought about 6 tonight. There's a Batmobile right there. That's the last one. The person that's bidding on it, the Hunter, he has all of the Batmobiles. If you appreciate you all for coming through tonight, chat. Hunter, all over that. I think he picked up about 5 or 6 tonight. I'm a Batmobile collector too myself. Here's one that I have right here. That's like a premium. That's a premium right there. A premium Batmobile right there. So those are ones that I collect. Nice premium. Let me see if I can find another 3 for 2. All right, I got these 2, chat. There's 2 of those big Air Bel Airs, chat. If you're interested, you can get both of those tonight for $1. All you have to do is swipe right. You can add those to your collection tonight, chat. That one, somebody bid on. Those. All right, let me get those. That's that DMC DeLorean, chat. I'm trying to find another one of those Futurismos so I can do a 3 for 2 on them, but can't find any more than, chat. Those are all gone. Yep, they're all gone. The Hunter! Nice take. Appreciate you all for coming through tonight, chat. Next time we go live, we'll definitely have some JK's cars. Some JK's cars in the mix, chat. There's that Cupra Eraser. I don't know how it lasted so long. This was voted one of the top 20 cars of 2025. I don't know what type of service you guys have, like phone service. Hawkeye in the building. What's up, Hawkeye? Nice to see you coming through tonight. Hawkeye! Nice take, Hawkeye. Appreciate you for coming through tonight, Hawkeye. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me see if I can get a three of them, 3 for $1 deal, Hawkeye, so you don't feel left out. Appreciate you. I do have some Lucy's too, Hawkeye. I do have some Lucy's. You can let me know if you're interested in getting some Lucy's tonight. Those are 3 of those Hoto Rotos. Let me pull out some Lucy's to see if I'm not even sure what you're looking for. Scott D, all over that. Appreciate you, Scott D. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Nice take, Scott D. I got some of these in, Hawkeye. I don't know if you're looking for something like that. You can let me know. I don't know. That's a Mighty K in that purple, that Easter color scheme, you can let me know. You can let me know. I got like something like this. That's that. You know what that is. Of course, we got this. Is the engine got sparkle on it? Glitter? Wait, I didn't know that. That engine got glitter on it? Wow. I don't know. That's like a Corvette. I think that's a Corvette. There you go, Hawkeye. We'll run that for $1. We'll run that for $1 right there, Hawkeye. Try to put some stuff together so you can get Hawkeye. I know you already made a purchase tonight. That way you can get you a box going. I do have some of those in the back. I don't know if you can see them. Let me see. Like this is a mystery car. It's that mystery car. It's like a bone shaker. Bone shaker mystery car. It's a bone shaker mystery car. I think I got it in package too. I think I got it in the package. I think I got that in the package. See if I can find the package one. Here, I'll run the one in the pack. That's that same car in the pack right there, Hawkeye. That's a bone shaker. It's number 4. There it is right there. You can see it's number 4 right there. That's that same car. Hawkeye! Nice take, Hawkeye. All right, there we go. Here's another Lucy. This is like a Subaru WRX. You see the color? It's like fuchsia or something like that. It's that WRX. I do have some premium. I do have some premium Lucy's, but those are like vets. Those are vets, and you know how I collect Corvettes. So here's a I think it's like a Corvette Greenwood. That's a Greenwood, a Corvette Greenwood. It's loose, low mileage. We'll run that for $1. $6 cards. Which ones? I don't know what you're talking about, Hawkeye. $6 cards. I ran a bunch of cards. You want me to run some $3, $4? I'll run some $3, $4. Here's like a $6 car, Hawkeye. That's metal on metal. But that's one of my personals. That's a Mustang. I do have some other metal on metal. These are all mystery cars. That's my personal. That's the only one I got, Hawkeye. That's a number 6. That's a number 6. I think that's a mystery car. That's another one of those mystery cars. That's a mystery car. Not sure how you feel about those mystery cars, but I do have a nice set of them. I got a bunch of them. Here's a Minecraft car here's a Minecraft car. Could run that for $1. I do have some electrics. These are like electrics, like you put batteries on there. If you're interested in one of those, I could run one of those for like $12. Let me see if I can find some metal on metals. Let me see if I can find some metal on metal. I do got some nice yellow cars too. some flames. I got that yellow bus. If you've been looking to add that to your collection, that's that school bus right there. Appreciate you, Rotten Kid. Thanks for the tip, family. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you see anything on the back wall that you'd like me M2, I don't have no M2s, Hawkeye, none. No M2. I did run a one of them Ferraris tonight for $1. You didn't get a chance to see it. That's a muscle speeder, muscle speeder. In case you're interested in that, with the flames on it. Let me see if I can find a metal on metal. Metal on metal. Hawkeye! All over that. Appreciate you, Hawkeye. Nice take. Let me see if I can find some. I do have like some. I got something like these. This is a aisle driver. What's up, little Nikki? That's an aisle driver right there. You know, that's kind of a strange one. If you're looking for that type of one, that's one of those hang-on cars. Like, you know, you can hang on to it. You can hang on to it. It's a hang-oner. Here's a metal on metal. This is a Mercedes SLK. 1997 is the casting date on it. It's metal on metal. So if you're if you retool these type of cars, and if you're into metal on metal, there you go right there. You can get that for $1 if you're interested tonight. Metal on metal. Those are some of my favorites. I'm a metal on metal collector, chat. Those are some of my favorites. I like the metal on metal. I do have a number. This is at number 3. It's a number 3 mystery car. That's a number 3. That's that Ford 33 Ford number 3. That's a mystery car. What's up, Tasmaniac? Thank you for coming through. Thank you for coming through tonight, Tasmaniac. I just pulled out some of these, some Lucy's, because I know Hawkeye's in the building. He like Lucy's. This is another metal on metal, chat. This is a El Camino. See the casting date, 1999. I think it was an engine piece right there, but it's metal on metal, chat, with blue windows. Okay, Hawkeye, I heard that. That's a way to go. That's a metal on metal for $1. Let me know what you're looking for, so I can pull it out, so I can pull them out for you. Right? Here's a orange. This is an MBX Jeep Renegade, 2019 Jeep Renegade. That's a matchbox. You can get that for $1 if you're interested. All you have to do is swipe right. I got some like Burger King cars. I got a Burger King car too. If you're interested, it's out of the plastic kit. That's a Burger King. That's a Burger King right there. See it, Burger King. That's a Burger King right there. Burger King Hot Wheel, chat. We'll run that for $1 if you're interested. It came out of the Hawkeye, all over that. Came out of one of those Burger King plastic. Definitely a Burger King car. You no doubt. It says Burger King on the bottom. Nice take, Hawkeye. It's a Burger King. I got a McDonald's one somewhere too. Got a McDonald's one somewhere too. This is one of those lethal diesel, lethal diesel, lethal diesel. Let me see what else I got too. I got some. I got some made in China, but those are I typically run those for $6 each. I do. I got some made in China, right? These are premiums, made in China. Any more wagons? That's a premium, made in China, 1944. Feels like it got rubber wheels on it. 1944, made in China. Wagons? What kind of wagon? We'll run that for $6. What kind of wagon? Hawkeye all over that. What kind of wagon? Tasmaniac. I got a bunch of wagons. But what kind? Hawkeye all over that. Appreciate you, Hawkeye. On card or off card when you say wagon? Like a station wagon? Hawkeye. Nice take. Like I don't know. This is like a wagon right here. Boombox. Department of Water and Power. Station wagon. All right, let me see. Station wagon. Station wagon. Let me see if I can find some. I may have a few. That's a number 5 Diamanchi Veloci. Number 5. I think that's a that one is a mystery card. Mystery card number 5 from 2024, I believe. Let me see. Station wagon. I may have one. I probably got a few actually, but they're gonna be harder to find than angel hair. Like the one I got earlier. Like I can remember that task. We ran about 50 cars today. Was it on card or was it? You know what? I think I got a blue one. I got a blue one. There's that Ford 87 Ford Cosworth right there. I think I got a blue one. See if I can find it. It's an Audi. I don't know if it's a station wagon though. I don't know if you would call it a station wagon. It's a wagon though. That's that Audi. It's an MBX on card, $1. You can get that for $1 if you're interested. Oh, I got a Jeep wagon. I got that Jeep Gladiator wagon. If you're interested in that, here. That's that Jeep Gladiator wagon. Let me see if I can find another type of wagon. I got like the Hunter all over that. Appreciate you, Hunter. Nice take. Nice take all over that. I got that I got I got I got something like that. I got something like that loose and or something like this. This is that Hot Wheels Reserve. Hot Wheels Reserve loose. I don't know if you consider that a wagon. The fajita one. I'll run it, Hawkeye. I think you was talking about that Hot Wheels fajita one. That's a hot one. That's a hot one right there. This one right here, low mileage too, Hawkeye. Things low mileage. It just came out the box. Boom. We'll run that for $1. We'll run that one right there for $1. I think that's the one. If not, let me see. Do have a couple of other Lucy's. Let me see. I'm not 100% sure. Let me see. That one. I do got this one. This is a Hot Wheels. That's a BMW M4. You can see the metal flakes. What's up, Marty? Run what for $5, Hawkeye? The fajita. The fajita. Oh, okay. This is what we'll do, Hawkeye. I got a deal for you, Hawkeye. This is how we'll do. We'll run both of these. One loose, one on card. We'll run both of those for $5. There you go, right there. Hawkeye! Appreciate you for coming through, Hawkeye. Appreciate that way you can have one loose and one on card. You get me? Nice tape. Appreciate you, Hawkeye. Nice tape. I had a set of these, but I don't know where the other car that goes with it is at. So I'm just gonna leave that on the side. Look at this one, Hawkeye. I'll just let you guys look at that. That's that set with the card that goes with it. That's it with the card that goes with it, chat. That's a Johnny Lightning. It's called the Plain Mantis. That's a set. That's one of my personals, Hawkeye. Loose. That's one of my personal loose sets. There's that. This is a. Racing Champions Valvoline, chat, with a 97. This is metal on metal. Metal on metal. Let me know what you think about that Racing Champions loose, chat. If you're interested, I'll run it. I can run both of those for like $2 or whatever. Just let me know. That's a Racing Champions, chat. See what else we got in the loose collection. Somebody picked up that light blue. I think you got that one. Here's his cousin right here, Hawkeye. That's a metal on metal. This is kind of broke on the inside, but it's a metal on metal. One of the hottest liveries though. This is 1992 casting. I think that's a like around 5. All right, I'll run another set for 5. I'll run both of those for like $5 right there, Hawkeye. I'll run both of those for $5. Right, this is that's a Cobra. Hawkeye! All over that. Appreciate you, Hawkeye. That's that Cobra, Hawkeye. It's a metal on metal. One of my favorites. One of my favorites. Appreciate you for coming through tonight, Hawkeye. Thank you, thank you, thank you, family. Nice tape. Both of those right there. I'm gonna add that Valvoline thing in there too, chat. Let me see what else I can find that you might be interested. I do have some nice metal on metals, Hawkeye. This a metal on metal. That Monty. That's a Monte Carlo. A Porsche. I do got some Porsches, but not loose. I do got some Porsches, but not loose. Here. I got something like that. I got those kind of Porsches, Hunter. I don't have none loose. I don't have none loose, but you can make an offer on that, Scott, if you want that. You could just make an offer on it, and like I was gonna sell it for like 45. I was gonna sell it for 45. If anybody's interested, I will run it. Here's like, look, I'll run both of these for. Here's a. This is like a. It looks like a. That's a Volkswagen Bug Life. Looks like a Zamac Volkswagen. Yep. I think you already got one of those, Scott. I'll run both of those for $5. Uh, I do have that this Elite 64 Advent. Yeah, I know you got one of the 3-packs. I do have that for 45 if nobody got it. That's that Porsche chat. If anybody interested, I'll run it for 45 chat. Right now, I just like mostly run those Lucy's though. This is Lucy time. Oh, here's another one that's hot, chat. Appreciate you all for coming to the chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Here's another flame. That's a Boulevard Bruiser. looks to be a 2010 casting, chat. We'll run that for $1 if anybody's interested. One of those flame cars with the flames on it. See if I got any state. I can't find. Oh, there's a station wagon. Burton! All over that. Appreciate you, Burton. I found it. Burton! All over that. Appreciate you, Burton. Nice take. Nice take with the flames, chat. The flames. Nice take. Somebody asked me about one of these station wagons. There it is right there. Nissan Maxima drift car. I think that was I forgot. I hope you in the building. Tasmaniac. There you go, Taz. This the one you got earlier. You got a burgundy one. It just hit me. There's a gray one loose right there, Taz. Yep, you asked me about the station wagon, and there it is, chat. I got a bunch of metal on metal that are my favorites, chat. Oh, here's another hot one, chat. Here's another hot. There's a nice loose. That's a Morgan 3, chat. That's a MBX. That's an MBX. That's that 3-wheel MBX, chat. I'm gonna run that for $1 if you're interested. I know Scott has one on card. Don't sleep on that. That's a nice one. That's a nice one, chat. What's up, Papa J Diecast? Hold up. All of your favorites are gone, Papa J. All of your favorites are gone, Papa J. Doing good. Somebody came through and bought the rest of the slide burns that I had. There's a couple of short blocks right there. There's a couple of short blocks right there. Papa J, if you're interested, let me know. I do have a, let me see here. I do have a couple of nice. There's that small block in case you like it. I was trying to look for a nice premium there, Hawkeye. What do you think about that one? That's that's that Toyota GR Supra right there. Look at the paint on it. Is that a? Hold on. Let me see if that's a color. All right, that's just a little dust on it right there. Look at the. There you go, right there. We'll run dollars, Hawkeye. If you're interested, I do have a very nice collector MBX. A very nice collector MBX. I do have a very nice collector MBX. Here's a radio flyer, Hawkeye. Here's a radio flyer. That's a $5 Lucy right there. This is that radio flyer, harder to find than angel hair right there. There it is. China, made in China. All of them, to me, the made in China, that's metal on metal. Made in China are the best ones for me. I like the made in China. Let me add that over there. Made in China is my favorite. This is one of my favorite liveries right here. This is a surf crate. That's one of my favorite liveries. That surf crate. One of my second favorite liveries. That's that Hoto Roto. We already let some of those go. Here's another one of my favorites. This is like that Spectre. Spectre. That's a Spectre. Appreciate you, Hawkeye. There's that Spectre. Let's see what else I can find that's hot chat. Got about 5-10 more minutes. Got about 5 or 10 more good minutes. I was trying to find some metal on metal. Some metal on metal. Hawkeye! All over that. Appreciate you, Hawkeye. Nice take. That's a very nice one right there, Hawkeye. Metal on metal. Spectre, one of my favorites. One of my favorites. I know Scott has this in an error card. Burton. That Morgan is somewhere. I don't know why you didn't jump on it, but let me find it. Hey, that Morgan is fire. I think the only person that got one is like me and Scott. Here's another metal on metal. That's a metal on metal. Colored so fast. Metal on metal right there. Run that for $1 while I'm looking for that other Morgan. I don't know why you didn't jump on that, Burton. That one is fire. See if I can find it again, Burton. Get it in good hands. I think Scott got one. That's an MBX. I know Scott has one on card. if you're really looking for it like that in a collector type of situation, Burton, Scott got one on card. Scott D has it on card. On card he does. All right, there's that. That's that Dodge Challenger chat right there in orange. You can get that in your collection tonight for $1. While I'm looking for that three-wheel Morgan. Let me see if I can find that one for you, Burton. I would love to get that in your hands. I would love to get that in your hands, Burton. A lot of us have that one. I'm gonna keep my eye out for it, Burton. There's another one for $1 if you're interested. That's like a Chevy Nomad. It's that Chevy Nomad. Somebody was looking for station wagons. Somebody was actually looking for station wagons. I got another collector MBX too. Another nice collector MBX. See if I can find it. There's a fire truck. Metal on metal, chat. Metal on metal. We're like $3, chat. All right, let me see. Let me find you one right here. Let me see. Boom. 2, 3. Here, let me go with something like this. Let me make you a nice. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. We'll run all of those right there. 7. 8. Right there. We'll run all of those for $12. What's up, Smiles? What you been up to? What you been up to, Smiles? Hawkeye, all over there. Nice take, Hawkeye. I don't blame you, Hawkeye. That's a nice set. Nice take, Hawkeye. Nice take, Hawkeye. Let me put this all back here. I do have a loose trailer, but I don't have the front part to it. I do not have the front part to that trailer. Here's one of those. Here's that Melody. I already know, Smiles. What are you looking for, Smiles? That's that Melody. That's that Melody. If you was looking for that, I'm looking for a Morgan. I'm looking for a Morgan. Somebody asked me about a Morgan. I'm trying to look for it. There's that this is a Mercury Cougar. You see it right there, that Mercury Cougar. Right there, chat. Mercury Cougar. We're gonna run that for $3, chat, if you're interested. That one hard to find. I do have a Mighty K. I do have a Mighty K. Yeah, I got a three-wheel Morgan. Hey, it's fire. Somebody asked me to pull it out. I'm gonna find it if I could find it again. It's a Morgan three-wheeler. It's green in super condition. Here's a Scott got one on card. That's a Morris. That's an MBX. That's a Morris MBX, chat. We're gonna run that for $1. I do not know what I did with that Morgan. And if I find it again and somebody don't bid on it, good luck. Here's that Morgan, chat. All right, here's that's a Plymouth, chat. That's one of my favorite cars, that Barracuda. I got that one. I got a green one. I got a bunch of those that I like, chat. There's a Volkswagen, Zamac, chat. There's a Zamac. There's a Zamac, Volkswagen. Somebody asked me about that car. That Morgan. Try to find that Morgan. Yeah, I'm running some Lucy Smiles. I'm just running Lucy's. What do you think about that? I'm just running Lucy's. That's a Lucy out of the J case, that motorcycle. J case motorcycle. Trying to put together a nice. I do not know where that Morgan is, family. No way. I do have something like that though, chat. Let me know what you think about that, chat. Let me take a quick break. There it went, chat. Let me go cut my generator on. Rolling power outage. Rolling power outage. Welcome to California, chat, where we have rolling power outages. Appreciate you all for hanging in there. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am gonna try to find that Morgan. I don't know how I just had it in my hand and I don't see it. This is a Mitsu. Yeah, that's a California thing. This is one of those Maestos. If you're interested in that, chat, I'll run it. I do have a few of these. Hold up. I do have this Minecraft car which nobody bid on. I'll run that for $1, chat, right now. If you're looking for a Minecraft car, there's your chance. There's a Minecraft. There's your chance. Somebody, let me see. Here's a gold, a 24 karat gold vet. It's that 24 karat gold vet. We'll run that for 19, chat. If anybody's interested, there's your chance. 19 for that 24 karat gold vet. I don't know what it is, but in our area, they're building a Tesla. They're building a Tesla factory, chat. So that's how it's gonna be for us. They're building a Tesla factory. That's metal on metal. I'm trying to find this. There's that S. We'll run that for $1 chat if you're interested. As I'm looking for this. That Morris. I don't know what is green too. I remember having my hands on it. I remember having my hands on it. Nobody bid on it. Right. Oh, 12. It got to be in a 12. All right. Make sure this gets in your hands, Hawkeye. All right, there you go right there, Hawkeye. As I'm looking for this, I do not know what I did with that Morris. Crazy. I do not know where that Morris could be. Oh, there it is. Found it. Wow. Crazy. I hope you waited for that, Burton. All right, there you go right there, Hawkeye. Appreciate you for coming through tonight. Hawkeye! Appreciate you, Hawkeye. That's one of my personals right there, Hawkeye. Make sure you keep that in your collection, family. Don't just be giving that out and around. That one. That's his cousin right there. That's the other one. Next time you come through, Burton. There it is right there. We're going to run that for $1. I got to make an ad for it. That's going to be our last ad for tonight, chat. It's going to be the last one. Die cast, Hot Wheel. Morgan. That's an MBX though. There you go right there. There you go right there, Barton. Appreciate you for coming through. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's that Morgan. I appreciate you, Hawkeye. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's that Morgan three-wheeler. Burton! Look at the detail on that. Have you ever seen that out in the wild, Burton? Let me know. Have you ever seen that out in the wild, Burton? No, huh? I know that Scott D has one on card, chat. All right, chat. I appreciate you all for coming through tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me see who's out there. Let me see if my guy Matt is out there. Matt's not out there tonight. Diecast Dogs is in the building. Cool Castings. Bayer. Tanya. Diecast Dogs is in the house. Let's jump into Diecast Dogs. I don't know what else to do, Burton. I mean, Hawkeye. I'm gonna have to make an ad and then pull out maybe a pull out maybe pull out a metal on metal or something like that. I know you a big baller. I appreciate you for coming through tonight too. Here, let me create another ad. Let me create an ad. We're running out of ads, chat. I'm gonna have to catch you next time, Hawkeye. Let me jump into cool castings tonight, and we'll see how it goes. Pick for me right now. I appreciate you all for coming through tonight. I'm gonna be back again in about next Friday.